I know a lot of different music genres, so I could do whatever to any beat that's raw.
Did you feel like you were a drill rapper when you started? Because you kind of rap with like a drill flow and you say little things that sort of remind me of drill rappers, but then at the same time, you're not swearing, you're not talking about any like actual real negativity or anything like that. So like, what's your perspective on that?
I didn't want to say I'm a drill rapper, but I could put myself in that category a little bit, but I feel like I do my own thing at the same time. The only way you'll call it a drill song is being aggressive while you rapping and talking stuff. But you could do that on a regular rap beat too. You could talk your stuff on a regular rap beat, but a drill beat go fast. You just gotta rap.
Did you always know that you didn't want to swear in your music, or was that your parents telling you not to early on or something like that?
Nah, really, it's kind of that. But like when I said I did the Young Boy song at the studio, he was cussing in the song. But I just didn't feel comfortable doing it. I was 11. It's adults in the studio with me. It was like 2 adults in there. And then I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. And then I want to take the song back home and have my mama listen to it and my grandma. And that would sound crazy if I'm sitting her cussing on the song. Yeah, like, you know, it doesn't make you look at you like you crazy, especially if you're 11 years old and a girl. Now, a boy doing it is kind of different. But like a girl at my age, you know.
But still, like we look at the little like 12-year-old rapper kids who are like swearing and smoking and doing all this bad stuff, and like especially as you get older, it's just like, bro, this is messed up. Like there's something really foul.
Yeah, you
about
just
this.
gotta look at it. I be big on the image. I be watching all that though sometimes. I ain't gonna lie, cause people will look at you like you're crazy.
You think it's harder since you're not cussing and stuff? Because you know I seen you do a song with Kai. Baby Chief do it, and they're all like cussing, and then meanwhile you're not. So like you feel like it's harder sometimes.
Nah, it don't even be hard, cause that's just how I rap. So that don't be a challenge to me. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like music is all about the flow for real. As long as your flow hard and you got good wordplay, that's really all that matter.
Because my daughter is 4, and I'm always excited like when I see a video of like a young like skateboarder girl or you know whatever. Like I just love to show her that kind of stuff, to be like, look, like you might see dad watching videos of dudes most of the time, but like you can do it too. And when I saw your stuff, I was like, and especially with the no swearing, because my wife is crazy about us not like presenting anything with profanity in it to her and everything like that. And the realization that like, oh, I can just play Star Bandz music in front of my kid and she'll just be hyped on it and I don't have anything to worry about. Because even like Sabrina Carpenter and, you know, Olivia Rodrigo or et cetera, like they do kind of swear like enough that my kid will notice and start repeating it. So it kind of becomes a problem.
Exactly. Definitely. But that's one thing, but then it be what you talk about too while you're doing it. That's another thing too. So.
Because I was listening to you did a song with a Babyface E that was called No Profanity.
Yeah.
And he didn't use any profanity, but he was kind of like talking about like very adult subject matter without using any profanity. And I was like, I almost feel like this is kind of going against the purpose of the no profanity theme.
Yeah. But I don't know. I just watch what I say. Yeah, for real.
What's your relationship with Babyface E and 1UP? So I see you got multiple songs with them.
Yeah, we just started getting locked in. Me and 1UP, we made a song last summer. And then he had came to Chicago. They sent me a verse, and then he came to Chicago. We shot the video downtown. That's when we all had first met. He brought his people with him. I had my people with me. And it was just good vibes. Like, Detroit, they got good vibes out there. And then me and Babyface E, we just locked in like a few months ago. So, yeah, but they both cool. I rock with both of them, no cap.
No, definitely. I love that you got V's on that Yeah remix too. Like he killed it. And I like, it felt like he really co-signed you in that too. Like he said you were like the biggest MVP or biggest up and coming artist or something.
Yeah. That's why I had wanted him on the remix, because when me and 1UP dropped our song last summer, he was in the comments and he was like, you were my favorite rapper. He had told him I was his favorite rapper. I'm like, oh yeah, that's dope. Tough. Yeah, especially coming from just blowing up, you see everybody rock with you, getting all these cosigns. I was like, yeah, it's tough.
What was your favorite cosign that you got so far that you're like, oh yeah, I thought you would?
Herb.
That's it.
I think Polo G said my name before too. Him, JT. It's a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
Herb tap in or
Herb. When did I meet Herb? I met Herb like last year, in like May or June. But I just know we follow each other, but then I had met him through this label and stuff like that was trying to sign me, and they was cool people over there. But he had said my name in an interview. They had asked, like, who was the hottest people, youngins blowing up in Chicago. He had said my name. But yeah.
That's dope, because a lot of like more established artists like Herb, like they don't really want to co-sign some random dude that they don't have any kind of connection to. But I feel like people like him and V's, they're looking at you and they're seeing you being like super genuine and positive and talented, and they just want to get behind it, you know?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Some rappers that you were influenced by, like who were you looking at before you started writing? You like, all right, I could do it too.
Young Boy, for sure. And then what girl rappers? I don't know. To say that, I don't know, I'm lying. Like Baby Kaylee, I grew up listening to Baby Kaylee when I was little. She was like, I wonder if y'all heard that.
No, she's from Chicago?
Nah, I don't know where she from. But she used to be like a little fat girl. She used to make music, and I was like 4 listening to her. Yeah, like she used to make music, and I would try to do it or just sing songs. I don't know. I just did it.
Like when you say you love Young Boy, it's like, are you like, especially when you were younger, are you just a fan of the music, or are you watching the little like YouTube videos about the beef and everything like that, or do you just stay focused on the music and you don't really care?
I don't too much care about it, but I'm sure everybody tuned in to all that stuff because that's like interesting. You want to know what's kind of going on, but
right.
I don't really care about that. I really rock with his music though. I ain't gonna lie. And like other people from the city too, like Dirk, Herb, Chief Keef, Queen Key, like people who made music from the city. So yeah. No,
definitely. That's just I wonder that sometimes, because there's a lot of artists that I grew up listening to that when I read stuff about them now, I'm like, oh, I was completely oblivious when I was a little kid about what they were actually talking about or what kind of drama they had going on.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's like, you know, ultimately the music is the important part. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
How did you and Rakai get a song? I didn't know he rapped. You made him do his first song, or?
Nah, he had look, I had went on stream with him like 2 days before we did the second stream, and we had made a song. But when we was in the first day when we had did the stream, he had said something about, he played a song. It was him and Wiz Khalifa. His first song was with Wiz Khalifa. That's crazy. Your first song with Wiz Khalifa, that's hard. And then he had said something about making a song. I got my engineer with me right now. We can make a song right now. Da, da, da. Or it was like, we can go to the studio, because I was supposed to go to the studio after. It was something like that. But I guess their stuff was, I don't know, it wasn't going as planned. So we came back like 2 days later, and then my engineer, we had all the stuff, all the equipment, and we just did it like that.
And you were ready to just hop in the studio and make a song, or do you kind of need some time to write your verse once you hear the beat?
Ready. I was ready. I was just there, and I ain't take it too serious, so I was just saying whatever came up to my mind.
Y'all filmed the video on stream?
Yeah, we was on stream. Yeah, we did everything on stream. We made the song on stream, then we shot the video on the stream.
That's dope.
How do you feel about like streaming culture and like all the stream areas and?
I think it's cool. I rock with it. I ain't gonna lie. I rock with it. They be funny too.
It's kind of surprising almost to the extent to which like rappers are now just completely embedded in that world. Whereas like 4 years ago, it wasn't really like that.
Yeah. Times do change. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot now. You gotta do content now. Like rappers back then really didn't have to do all that. They just drop music. Everybody gonna tune in. But now it's like people attention span stretch. You gotta do content. You gotta stare in their face now. But back then, you could just drop a music video. Everybody gonna tune in.
Definitely. Do you think you would have blown up at such a young age if it wasn't for COVID? Like that kind of opened the door for you to have enough time to actually make a lot of music and stuff?
I think I had to take my time with it. So, I don't know. I don't think I would have blew up at that time though, because I didn't even start posting my music till like 2021, and I started making music in 2020. I started posting my music in 2021. I dropped my first song in 2022. So I wasn't really dropping nothing, posting chillers. Really, I wasn't really doing none of that.
And what was the first song you dropped? What was it called?
It was called No Hook. I had dropped it because I made a chiller, and I had dropped it on my birthday, and everybody was going crazy. I got my first 1,000 likes, and I had like 700 followers at the time, and I think I had got like 2,000 followers after that. But I had literally just the first time I made a trailer, all that. I just wanted to announce it was my birthday. And I was having a birthday party like 2 days later and we had a cameraman coming anyway to film them party. We wasn't even gonna shoot a music video, but everybody was going crazy. And then they see my party flyer, and it was at the skating rink. They see my party flyer on my page after everybody liking it. All the Chicago blogs was posting me and everything. So when my birthday party came up like 2 days later, it was over deep in there. And I had shot me. I mean, I didn't shoot nothing. I had performed like 2 of my songs that wasn't out, and then I had performed that specific song, No Hook. And everybody on the floor, they came out on the floor. I was performing on the skating rink. Everybody came out running, and they just crowded around me. We was all rapping the song. And I had dropped the video, because everybody in the video, my first song, I got 1,000 views on it. That's hard, I ain't gonna lie. Because some people, they'll have like 100 just trying to do it. So my first song I dropped, I had 1,000 views. Yeah.